Greetings, family, and welcome to another episode of Ask Dr. Mumbi. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray, family, that you are very well, that you have taken all the advice I have given you and you're placing your spiritual self first, your spiritual work first, or at least making room for it every single day, and that you are discovering the truth for yourself, because it's only the truth that can make you free, family. And it will also help you navigate through all the different agendas and propagandas and half-truths that are being spread around the world at this time. Special shout out to the sponsor of today's show, Beverly B Music. She is an ancient sound healer, and she offers free ancient sound healing sessions every Thursday and Friday East Standard Time from 11 a.m. And you can catch her on YouTube at Beverly B, as well as Clubhouse. And Ancient Sound Healing, you guys should definitely research it, how powerful it is, because everything is frequency. Even our bodies are frequency, and the right frequencies. They've been talking a lot about the higher hertz lately, but the right frequency can completely transform your life. So definitely check her out. And she actually has started shorts, Beverly B Inspired. So definitely check out that channel as well, where she releases daily motivational content. And if you'd like to advertise on the channel, reach out, mumbi.saraki@gmail.com. Thank you so much, Beverly B, for supporting us and helping our community here to find that, more sophisticated, higher level healing. So I get a lot of questions about our ancestors and our ancient ones. Where did they go to? Did they die? What happened, family? What happened to them? And the truth is, family, that they're still there, but they're just on another frequency. There are so many layers to this reality, family. And we have fallen so far that we are no longer a vibrational match for our ancestors and our ancient ones. There is a level, there is an existing reality right now that is on a frequency and a dimension where all the pyramids around the world are fully operational. They exist on a certain frequency. They're still there. Life goes on. But when there was a fall in consciousness, those who were not of sound mind, those communities that did not have a strong enough and advanced enough group consciousness, fell with the reptilian invasion. And that's why when you look around the world, family, when you look at where the Mayans were, how they just left, and there are no mass graves, there's no graves showing, representing all those that lived in that civilization. There are civilizations across the world, even Egypt, where they just left, family. What happened? They didn't leave, actually. It's just that our consciousnesses, or the consciousnesses that we are attached to, fell or weren't prepared. And a lot of us chosen ones are existing on very, very high spiritual levels. We're still in the Egypts of this world. We're still in the Kemets of this world. We're still in the season and the time when Mount Kirinyaga, Mount Zion, Mount Kenya, whatever you want to call it, was actually a pyramid and had a sphinx-like face on it that spoke to the people, but you ain't ready for that, family. And what confirms this, and I've done a show on my main channel about this, is if you look at what is happening as we raise frequency, as we increase our frequency, as we become more sophisticated in our emotions and our thoughts, and we release this death culture and this death matrix, as we leave that behind, family. There are reports across Africa of extinct animals manifesting. Like there was this report where someone had shown a video of how in the savannas of Africa, elephants were just manifesting, like they were just there again. Herds of elephants were just, found there again, where in places where they had been called extinct and all these stuff. There's all these other animals that are coming to life because we are raising our frequency. And as we raise our frequency, we now become a match for those, for those realities that are still here. So the way to leave this current world, family, is to raise your vibration, to become more sophisticated in your thinking, more sophisticated in your feeling, and to create a community of, like a group consciousness of people of like mind, where you see the world a certain way. And when you see the world in that certain way, the world, because it is a mirror, must reflect that way back to you. The reason we're seeing hell on earth right now is because the group consciousness is at that lowest level. I know it's been done by design. I know it's been done by programming and committing terrible traumas, which brought down the vibration, because every so-called world war and even the genocide that took place in Rwanda and Burundi, family, and other genocides that took place across the motherland, lowered our vibration, because we're spiritual beings having a human experience. So if you kill me, or if you take out my ancestors, you remove their vehicle, but they are still here. And they will continue to exist in their paradise unless they have somehow been trapped in the trauma. And that is why a lot of us chosen ones chose to come back at this time. When they talk about releasing our bloodlines and releasing our ancestors, it's because as they were traumatizing the body, they were just creating a lower vibration. There was a split of our consciousness. There was a fragment of our consciousness that fell with that. And so we may be on the higher worlds, but if there should ever be a sudden vibrational shift downwards or spiral downwards, we would get caught up in the spiral, because a part of our consciousness, when the reptilians invaded this earth or this plane, when the, whatever you want to call them, the enemies of our soul invaded this plane, there's still a part of our conscious that got trapped in that. But spiritually, we're still existing in the higher realms. That's why they say, heaven, you go back to heaven and things like that. All the worlds still exist, family. But for us to be fully present now in the higher realms, we are in a season and a time when all portals are open. So as master builders, as master creators, the elect or the select choose to come down all the way to release and integrate the fragment of themselves that got caught up in the death culture. By overcoming that fear, overcoming those thoughts, releasing those thoughts, and then now we spiral back up, and it's like the best high ever, if I could say that, family, the best spiritual kind of, high ever. And as we release and integrate the lower levels of ourselves, which is what this is, we are now able to go into the higher dispensation that the Most High Creator, that the Great Mother is orchestrating. And that is actually the motivation for individual chosen ones and for community chosen ones, nation chosen ones that have come here. The ones they call the descendants of ancient Egypt. We came here so that we could release and close out these lower level cycles while the portals are open and pull ourselves up. So as these portals shut, you pull yourself up, the lower portal shuts. You pull yourself up, the lower portal shuts. Because we're in that season again where now everything will return to itself. And hell will no longer be merging and integrating with heaven. But there will be two distinctions, as there is a splitting in the consciousness family. Because they've gone as low as they can. And some of us who are so ancient have connected to the highest of us. And these two consciousnesses, literally, they may be on the same line, but they don't exist on the same plane. And it is such an honor and a pleasure for us to be able to come back and retrieve even a fragment, even the tiniest part of ourselves, with all the knowledge and information gained through these years of hell on earth. Let me know what you think in the comments, family. Special shout out again to Beverly B, the sponsor of today's show. Thank you so much for sponsoring this show, Beverly B. And you know what? She is an ancient sound healer, a very powerful ancient sound healer. And she offers free ancient sound healing sessions every Thursday and Friday from 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch her either on YouTube at Beverly B or on Clubhouse at Beverly B Music or on Clubhouse at Beverly B Music. And she has started a shorts channel where she gives daily motivation at Beverly B Inspired. Definitely check her out and subscribe, family. Until next time, sending you all the love in the world and beyond. Tuko pamoja. To all the dispossessed youth of Africa, for perpetuation of communion with ancestral spirits through the fight for African freedom, and in the firm faith that the dead, the living, and the unborn will unite to build the destroyed shrines.